everyone. Today we have with us Shrita Shah. She is currently pursuing a bachelor's in dental surgery from KSD Jain Dental College and Hospital. She is also a former national swimmer. Hello Shrita,
Hi, Ochinto.
how are you doing?
That's a very difficult question to answer because of this lockdown, I'm all in my house, particularly doing nothing and just waking up and attending my online classes. That's it. That's my life now, basically. I'm literally very bored, haven't met my friends in ages, and yeah, that's how my life is going on right now.
It's kind of pretty boring right now.
Yeah, it is.
So you are aspiring to become a dentist soon, and I guess you have only 3 or 2 years left for becoming a dentist. So how did you take up this path of becoming a dentist? So how did this idea come up?
Basically, I was never studious. From my days, I was never into studies. But my parents and my family always wanted me to be a doctor. So eventually, I took up science in plus two, and gradually, I realized that it's okay if I like if I study, I can be a doctor. So yeah, that's how the thing came into my mind that finally I can, like, if I can, why not? So yeah, it was moreover my parents' dream, and later on it became my dream. So that's it.
That's great. So, like, people aspiring to be a doctor, so need to give around and devote around 12 to 14 hours a day behind studying. So, how do you manage and give so much time behind studying, or how do you cope up with this problem?
Basically, it's very difficult to devote so much time at a stretch. So like, I am personally not a very studious person, but yeah, I do manage eventually. But before exams, it gets very stressful. Like, to complete the revision and all, we have to devote, sometimes we have to devote more than 20 hours, and it gets very stressful. But being a doctor is a very responsible job, and you have to know what you're doing, like, properly. You have to have the proper knowledge about everything. So yeah, eventually we have to manage, otherwise there's nothing we can do about it. So yeah, we adapt, and that's the process.
So, what are the challenges that you faced in your journey of becoming, on the verge of becoming a doctor?
I was a national swimmer, and shifting my interest from being a swimmer to completely into academics was really difficult. I had to change my routine completely, and my body needed to adjust to that. So it was very difficult. Not only that, in my academics life, all year round we are very busy with the practicals because we have to deal with patients, so we have to concentrate on the practical part a lot. So at the end of the year, my theory part piles up, and like, I have to study for very long hours before my exam, and it gets very difficult then. These are some of the challenges I've faced. Yeah.
So you have been a successful national swimmer in your high school days, and now that you are on the verge of becoming a dentist. So what is the secret to your success?
I don't feel there is a particular thing I can term as secret, because I feel success is very hard to achieve. You have to, like, face a lot of failure before reaching there. So I feel you should never give up, you should always run behind your dreams like anything. And you should be determined and hard work, you have to work really hard. Uh, and you have to believe in yourself no matter what. And even after getting to where you are today, you have to always be humble. and be grateful that you are there.
So, like you have been into the field for the past 2 years in the field of medicine. So, you might have come across the experiment of a dead body. So, how was your experience, and like how did you cope up with the first sight of a dead body in front of you on a table?
We had our anatomy in first year, and initially I was very excited that I will get to see a dead body. I will get to know about human body so up close. But actually, the situation made me mortified. When I first entered the anatomy hall, the smell of formalin was literally burning out my eyes and lungs. Like, I went in and dead bodies were lying on the slabs. It was very new to me. I couldn't eat the whole day and even few days after. It was very difficult to take a meal after seeing that picture. And even though, like, the most difficult thing, not the dead bodies, but the smell. And to pay respect to those dead bodies, we are not even allowed to cover our face with anything. So you have to be very brave and something like that. Otherwise, I somehow managed myself and I didn't faint and made a fool out of myself in front of everybody. But yeah, it was a very amazing experience. Not everybody gets to see that. And I feel very happy and I feel very special that I got the opportunity to learn about human bodies. Yeah, it was a
You're
very
very
nice.
fortunate. Yeah, actually, the doctors are very fortunate of like having a hands-on experience on a dead body and the anatomy part of a human being. It's very actually very rare. People get so
Yeah,
close and like have hands-on experience. That's great.
yeah, it is.
So, as you have taken up the dentistry field, particularly in the field of medicine, so have you had in the past any experience, a hands-on experience of extraction of a tooth or something like that?
Because of this pandemic, like we are not as of yet allowed in the clinics to work with other doctors, but hopefully in the future I will get to, and I'm very excited about it. But as of now, no. We work on phantom heads to practice so that we can be perfectionists at what we do. And yeah, as of now, no, I haven't done anything like extraction of a tooth, which everybody thinks is the only thing dentists do. But no, as of now I haven't.
So, thank you for joining us, and it was a lovely experience and getting to know so much about the field of dentistry, field of medicine in precisely dentistry. And I wish you all the best for your future. And thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Chinta. Thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you.